Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is a little bit special. Basically 2 days ago a good friend of mine sent me a picture of a bread that he made at home, and it was not the best but it was okay, and he told me, listen, can you give me some tips? What have I done wrong? Can you explain me? I was like, listen, send me over the recipe that you followed and I will see what I can do. The recipe he sent me was not very well explained at the end, so I told him, you know what, I'm just going to make together a video step by step following your recipe on how to make a very nice loaf. And the video turned out to be very good, so I was thinking, why not also sharing it on my YouTube channel for you guys to be able to make a very nice loaf of bread at home. So all the ingredients for this video will be linked in the description below. I hope you enjoy. If you do the bread, take picture and send it to me on my Instagram at @artydeweker. I would love to see that. Thank you guys and see you soon. Hello guys, so I looked at the bread recipe you sent me yesterday. So all the explanation was not very clear. I think if you don't know how to make bread, it's quite hard to understand. So I scale up everything and I will show you step by step how to do it, and hopefully you will get a better result. So I scale up everything separately, and first step, they are saying to mix the water and the flour. So that's what we are going to do now in a large bowl. It's just basically to hydrate the flour and allow the gluten to really stretch, you know. So otherwise, if we start to mix like this, we'll have some trouble. So just combine it all together in a bowl. It will take a minute or so. Just be rough. Make sure all the flour is hydrated. It's a bit sticky, but it will get a lot better after. Just like this, knock it down, turn, so when it's all like this, well incorporated, there is no more pieces of flour, then it's fine. Just scrape your hand. Scrape the side of the bowl. Just give it a rough shape like this, and we cover it with a cloth. And we are going to leave it rest for its minimum 30 minutes. After it can be up to 2 hours, as they say. So for me, I think 1 hour is the best. So we're just going to leave it for 1 hour like this. Okay, it's been 1 hour now, so you can see the gluten is way more stretchy now. It's gonna be much easier to mix. So I have dried yeast, but for you, fresh yeast is fine. Just dilute it a little bit in water, it'll be just easier. So I put my yeast. Okay. But yeah, you just literally put like 5 grams of water and it will dilute really easily. So I'm just gonna start to mix now. Incorporate my yeast. Okay, just like so. Now it's incorporated. So the salt, same. See, I'll put the salt a bit everywhere. That, and a little splash of water. It will help your salt to dilute also in your dough. That was a bit too much maybe. Just a dash of water will be enough. Okay, so incorporate it. So you see, it's not too sticky, huh? No, because I have the water also on my hand. It's perfect. So just mix a little bit in your bowl, and then is when the fun starts. The mixing process. Okay. Takes a bit longer because I didn't have very fine salt. It was a bit flaky, so it takes a while to dilute, to dissolve, I mean. All right. So now it's all good. So we put the dough on a clean countertop, and we are going to start a routine. So a routine, to explain you, is you grab your dough on the side like this, you turn, you slap it, pull a little bit towards you, and then up, make it roll like this with your hand, okay? Just like that, and roll it. Like this, and you roll. Slap, pull a little bit, and roll. You see, if I make it slowly, it's like this, and then you roll. But if you just push firmly with your hand, it's just gonna roll on itself. So up, just like that. Slap, pull, and push. Slap, pull, and push. And you always grab up, you turn a quarter. Just like that. Okay? Slap, pull, and push. And he rolls. Slap, pull, and push. And he rolls. Tack. Always a quarter of a turn like this. Okay? And we are going to do this for a few minutes, probably 5 minutes will be enough. It's not a very wet dough. This is not like a sourdough or something. It's quite firm, so it will be easy. So I'll do this for a few minutes. After a few minutes, you can see now your dough is very shiny and smooth. So that's enough. We are not going to mix it more. There's no need. Okay. So just like this with your finger, put it behind with your little finger. Put it behind and pull it towards you. Turn it a quarter and pull it towards you. You're just gonna build a little bit of tension in your dough. Up. We are going to use a bowl with a little bit of veg oil, vegetable oil. Up. Just a few drops. See, up. And up with your hand, just coat the bottom, just so your dough doesn't stick. Now grab your dough and just put it inside. So this, they are saying to leave it at room temperature covered for 4 hours or overnight. I like to leave it overnight, but let's try, as they say, 4 hours. It depends really. If you want the bread for the same day, just leave it 4 hours outside and you'll be fine. I will look at the dough every hour to see how it reacts with this yeast, and I will let you know when we are going for the next step. So after 4 hours, the dough has literally doubled in size. So just take a little bit of flour, a little bit on top, a little bit on your table, and stick your dough. And there we go. Perfect. So flatten a little bit your dough, and what we are going to do is to fold it in 4. So just like that. this, like this, and like this, and roll it. Okay? And then with your finger, come behind and pull it towards you to build some tension. And again, and again. Always turn it a little bit and push it towards you just to create a nice round shape. Up. No, it's not bad. So I'm just gonna use a clean bowl. Take another bowl, okay, put your kitchen cloth in it, just like that, and we're going to dust it generously with flour. If you can do a mix of white flour and rice flour, it's even better. Mix like this generously, a little bit on top of the bread. Okay, and we are going to place it upside down in there, like this. Okay, we close it and we leave it rest. I think it's gonna be an hour. I will check every 30 minutes and let you know the exact time what it should be. Okay. Okay, so now it's been 35 minutes since we shaped. So now you can see the dough, it's bouncing back. When I press on it, up, it's nicely bouncing back. So it means it's pretty much ready now. So I put already my Dutch oven in the oven now to preheat. So 260 degrees, 270 degrees, basically the maximum you can get almost with your oven. Okay. In the meantime, you can also prepare a little piece of wax paper, this shape. Okay, it will help you to place the bread inside the Dutch oven without burning yourself. We're just gonna place the dough on top and then up inside the Dutch oven. That's it. So prepare this for now, and we are going to bake it. Okay, so the Dutch oven is pretty much ready now. So I'm going to put my bread on the paper. So slightly dust the bottom of your bread, just really a little bit, not too much, just so it doesn't stick. Up. Voilà. And we flip up. Hopefully it doesn't stick. Okay, that's perfect. So you can remove the excess of flour if there is too much. Just with a brush like this. So I always tend to put too much flour when I use a cloth because I'm scared that it will stick. But then after when you eat, it's not very nice to have pieces of flour. So just remove it. All right. So for the cut, you don't have to cut that better. You can either use a razor blade. If you don't have, a little serrated knife will do the job. It's fine. So how I'm going to cut this? I'm going to do a square today. Up. just like so, little square on top. Take the Dutch oven. It's hot. We place the bread inside. Let me do it in front. Okay. Place the loaf inside, just like that. Oof. And with a water spray, put a little of water inside just to create some steam, and the Dutch oven back in the oven. Okay, now we're going to cook. I will check after 20 minutes. It's not a sourdough, we might cook a bit faster, so after 20 minutes I will check and we'll see if we put it back longer or not. 25 minutes in now, so I'm going to remove the Dutch oven from there and we will see if it worked or not. Wow. It's heavy, it's hot. It's gonna be nice. Not bad. It's pretty much cooked now. I'm just going to put it for another 5 minutes. Yeah, I'm just going to put it for another 5 minutes. Probably just with the top off. Yeah, another 5 to 7 minutes now with the top off. I want to dry it a little bit to have a nice crust. And it should be fine. Allez, it's been 7 minutes now. So it's time to remove it. Very nice. So I'm going to put it on the cooling rack. Here voila. It's a very nice white loaf. So to know if it's baked, you can just tap under a little bit. If it sounds empty, means it's baked. So that's it for this recipe. I hope you are going to make a very nice bread now. Send me a picture when it's done and see you soon. Ciao.